Hey, kings and queens. Hey, everyone. Hey, guys. What's up? Welcome back to another video with the Light of Soul. Hey, if you're new to my channel, I'm a psychic medium, a spiritual life coach, and just a spiritual girl putting everybody on alongside a whole lot of other things. But today in this video, guys, what's up, guys? Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Okay, so today in this video, I'm going to be talking about what it is to manifest with mirror magic, all right? And what that means is honestly, literally just using your mirror to manifest what it is that you want through having a high self concept, working on yourself, literally everything that makes you feel more powerful within yourself. Because as you talk to yourself, your own reflection, you're literally the manifestation of everything that you want to be, right? So you should be focusing on yourself. Hey guys, you should be focusing on yourself first and foremost to be feeling like your very best self in terms of your, again, your self concept, right? You feel like you are the strongest version of yourself that you could possibly be. You're somebody who thrives very much within this reality. Everything that's good is what you are, right? But you recognize this because you're telling yourself that through a mirror. Let's see the light. Yeah, so as you can see there, that's literally you shining bright like a diamond. And that's exactly what I want to see for each and every single one of y'all too. Because today in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to manifest using mirror magic. And honestly, this video may not be super long today because I feel like this is a very simple, it's a very simplistic kind of topic. Obviously, mirror magic is a very simple thing to do. It's just like manifesting anywhere else, but you're just doing it in the mirror to your own face, right? So we're going to talk about that. And I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do it, using a hand mirror, right? Okay, so you can use basically for mirror magic, any mirror. It doesn't matter if it's your bathroom mirror, if it's your room mirror, a whole body mirror, a hand mirror, or, anything. It could be anything. I would even say literally looking at yourself in your phone camera is something that you can also do for that because I know that not everyone has like a mirror like this. And if you're out and you want to give yourself like a confidence boost, I mean, you could go to the bathroom and talk to yourself all beautifully, or you could, pull out your mirror or whatever. It could be anything. But let's say that you're intentionally manifesting using a mirror. The biggest thing that you're going to do is you're going to focus on your self concept through talking to yourself in a mirror. Okay. So as you have your mirror out in front of you, the only thing that you're going to do, literally as simple as I'm going to show you guys, is looking at yourself and just talking to yourself as though you are literally the best thing that's ever happened. Like you are the best thing since like a slice of bread, bro, since a loaf of bread. You are everything. Okay. So you talk to yourself in a way that's like, I am the most magical, empowered version of myself that I could possibly be. I'm amazing. I'm everything that I'm supposed to be. I'm getting everything that I want because I already have it all. Everything is manifesting for me because I said so. Everything that makes you feel like your most confident self is everything that you should be saying to yourself within the mirror as you are amping yourself up. You're building on your self-confidence. You're building on your self-concept. You're showing yourself exactly what you're worth and all of your power. And you're also being a great example to yourself while you are, again, consciously manifesting everything in your reality. So it's like you're showing yourself exactly why you have that much power. And it's because you are empowering yourself through literally looking at yourself, okay? Looking at yourself in your own eyes. It's kind of like, what is it called? Like eye sex with yourself, literally, bro. Like, yes, you are doing what needs to be done to just give yourself that kind of confidence boost. And I know I say confidence boost, but I'm going to tell you, it is a lot deeper than a confidence boost. It's basically you having a high self concept about the way that your life is in general. So if you are manifesting money, I feel like one of the greatest things that you could do while using mirror magic basically is just by looking at yourself in the mirror and talking about how rich you are, how much money you always make, how everything always comes to you very naturally with your finances. You have so much money. You are always very prosperous. I am so prosperous. I have so much money. I'm so freaking rich. I make money everywhere that I go. Everyone loves to give me money. My God, like look at yourself and say those things, okay? If you're someone who could do this right now, I honestly just recommend that you go and try it right now as I'm talking to y'all about this, because this is something that's like, once you do it, bro, you're connecting with yourself. You look at yourself in your eyes and you see yourself like as the mirror or the window to your whole entire universe. You understand in that moment that you looking at yourself in this way and you having this kind of, again, high self-concept, you see yourself for who you are and you're telling yourself the truth about things that you know do belong to you. All of these things come together to prove to you exactly why you are just that powerful and why everything does work out in your highest favor, simply because you are a person who truly does believe in what you're telling yourself in your highest favor. And I also do entirely understand in some cases. Some people feel uncomfortable doing this because it feels a little bit awkward. They see themselves and they're like, oh my God, you know, like it's a little awkward to look at yourself and be so kind and so uplifting and everything. But literally, I want y'all to understand that there's nothing bizarre about that shit. Like, there's nothing crazy about you being telling yourself everything that you know that you are about yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing crazy about you telling yourself the truth about your manifestations and about the things that you are in general. You know, if you're going to sit here and you want to work on your self-concept, which this is definitely a high self-concept kind of method, technique, if you want to call it that, this definitely helps with manifesting a higher self-concept. And the way that you can simply do that is by looking yourself in the mirror once again and telling yourself, I am the baddest bitch. I am so gorgeous. I am so beautiful. I am everything that I need to be. I am literally the most high. I am everything. I am everything. You remind yourself of these things and you look at yourself while you're telling yourself these things. And that's it. That's literally all there is to it. As you are manifesting, using your mirror, whatever else, please understand there's no amount of right ways that you can do it. I'm not going to sit here and say, you got to say it 5 times each. You got to say every affirmation 10 times around. No, like say what you feel for yourself, but make sure that by the end of it, you feel extremely empowered within yourself. You feel very centered in the fact that, yeah, factual. Absolutely. This is who I am. That's who I'm, that bitch, period. Like, I know it. I see it. All the great stuff that you say that you are, you see it. You know it for yourself. That is what's going to give you an enormous confidence boost again in the way that you actually are just that powerful. You are that amazing. You are that bitch, period. And you're reminding yourself of these things. Guys, I'm going to tell y'all, like, honestly, with me and mirror magic, I've done this in such a very simplistic way for myself, in the way that I will just look myself in the mirror, and I'm saying in the morning when I'm getting ready, when I'm doing my makeup, whatever, I just remind myself of my worth. I don't even have to sit there anymore and be like, oh, I am that bitch. I'm a queen. I'm this, that, because I know these things. But you want to know why I know them? It's because I spoke to myself. Okay. So there's 2 ways that you can talk to yourself. You can either talk to yourself just by vibing. Like, I'm sitting here and I'm just telling myself, like, yeah, I'm that bitch. Okay. I get everything that I want. Everything manifests for me. I have a lot of confidence in that. I have that confidence right now. I'm simply telling myself. Or you can look directly at yourself in a mirror, which I recommend more for people who are really working on their self-concept. Like, if you feel as though your self-concept is not nearly as high as it could be, which I doubt, because of course it is. If you feel that way though, I highly recommend getting yourself to a mirror and looking at yourself in this mirror and really talking to yourself like you are that bitch, girl. Like, for real, you can't forget these kinds of things. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to have a lot of consistency behind this, because sometimes people tend to forget. I don't want to say tend. Sometimes people unintentionally forget. Sometimes they just forget how much they're worth. And a lot of times go on by. A lot of time goes on by and they just feel like, I don't really remember my worth. Like, I know I was working on my self-concept before and I felt a lot better about myself, but I don't like remember that, you know, because that's sometimes what happens when you're not consistently feeding yourself. Sometimes you can forget, and it is very unintentional, but it does happen. I've seen it happen for myself in the past. I've forgotten about my worth before, not recently, but many years ago, when I was like, yeah, like I know who I am. A few months later, I would kind of be like, I haven't reminded myself of like my worth in a very long time. And then I would obviously take matters into my own hands and actually manifest in favor of that regardless. But I'm going to tell you guys, that's something that's consistent. Like, you have to be consistently amping yourself up, and you have to be consistently reminding yourself of who you are. Like, you cannot forget the worth that you have in this reality and just how much power you do have in this world. You cannot forget these things. I'm telling you guys, I'm serious. It's a very big, very, very, very strong, big reminder that every single thing that you do in this life does count for something. Everything that you're intending, it does count for something. Everything that you are manifesting in favor of is all for something. You have to remind yourself what that something is, and it's for yourself. That something is you. You're doing it all for you, okay? You have to remind yourself of these things. You have to stay consistent on top of these things. Like everything else within all the other videos that I've made on here about having a high self-concept, working on your self-concept, being very kind to yourself, and working on the way that you see yourself. All of these things lead back to each other because they all come back to consistency. As y'all know, you manifest what you want when you're persistent. Like, when you actually stay grounded in a mindset, when you believe in yourself in a certain way that actually helps you, all that stuff, it actually makes shifts happen, okay? So the same thing goes with you working your mirror magic, baby. It's mirror magic because it feels fucking amazing, honestly. Like, that's really the reason why it's called that, because it feels that magical when you are helping yourself this much in the mirror. It feels amazing to know that this is the person that you are, you know, amping yourself up to be, because you're absolutely fucking amazing. You have to know that. Okay. But yes, as you're looking in the mirror and you're making this eye contact with yourself and you're seeing yourself for what you are, who you are, everything that you got going on, it's only going to get better. That your self-concept improves majorly. And as y'all know, self-concept does tie a huge role back to manifesting things in your life and keeping them, basically, because you can never lose a desire manifesting for you. I know that y'all know this, but I know that some people tend to overthink that. Not tend, but some people have overthought that. It's nothing to overthink. It genuinely is super simple. You say that you're that bitch. Okay, yeah, like you definitely are. You know what? You're staying consistent in that. That persistency, you feeding yourself that information over and over and over again, you're going to get the idea and you're going to stay with that idea. Okay. It's your state of mind, basically. And whenever you look into a mirror and you remind yourself of the things that you are, how amazing you are, of the power that you hold, how you get everything that you want, it comes to life in such a different way, because you're embodying these things by reminding yourself to embody them. You look at yourself in the mirror to remind yourself of what you should be embodying. And that is basically your self-worth all packed into one person, bro. Like, you're reminding yourself of these things. And it's just like in the movies, you know, in the movies when the tough guy feels insecure and he's like, "You're a man, don't worry, you're a fucking man, you're a man." Yeah, like that's the same energy we're putting out here, okay? You're the man. Like, you're literally that bitch, and you're the person who's getting everything that you want. So the more that you work on doing something like this, where you are looking in the mirror again and you're reminding yourself of your self-worth, of your self-confidence, and of just how powerful you are, I'm going to tell y'all, it just takes things to a whole different level. And it does take a lot of self-love for y'all to be able to do something like this, because I feel as though, again, it can make some people feel unintentionally uncomfortable because it feels like it's overwhelming. But it's not anything that's crazy. There's nothing scary about this. Nothing about this is bizarre, like genuinely. Nothing about this is conceited or all of it is very empowering. And all I'm going to say is that you have to be sure that you're doing it in the way that makes you feel the most comfortable. If you feel your very best, reminding yourself of everything that you got, everything that you are, everything you've accomplished by looking at yourself in the mirror, reminding yourself of these things, it's going to help you. And if you feel like doing it in a simple way, like, yes, I'm so beautiful, I'm so cute, like cute little things, whatever, that's also going to help you. It definitely depends on the kind of person that you are, but just be sure that you are, again, staying consistent. And that, I feel like if you ever feel uncomfortable, you feel like you're in a comfort zone that you don't want to get out of, I challenge you to get out of it. That's a huge thing as well, is that I love to challenge myself whenever I feel like, oh, this makes me a little bit uncomfortable, because I don't really talk to myself this way, right? Then I challenge myself to sit there and to be more consistent with it until I don't feel uncomfortable anymore. Because when you know that you've outgrown being uncomfortable, that's when you know that you're heading to another level, like a higher level than you already are at. It's consistently moving up from here. That's how everything is in this reality, and how I want y'all to always perceive these things. But it's because of yourself that you actually manifested that way. Like, things actually move up in your highest favor because you're feeding them in that direction. And that all stems back to how you talk to yourself, how you treat yourself. So if you sitting here and just saying out loud, "I'm that bitch, I get everything that I want," etc., like I stated earlier, if that's not enough for you, get in front of a mirror and start talking and start seeing see the person that you're dealing with, bro. Like, see the universe within yourself, because you're the universe. Now let's hash it out, bro. Like, let's really see what this is all about, because that consistency and you hashing things out with you, your own universe, these blessings are going to be realized through the source that is you, and you're going to continue to naturally manifest even more. So it's not just, oh, like before, maybe you felt like you had a lower self-concept and you felt like you really had to hustle to manifest what you wanted at that time. Now it just feels like a piece of cake, because it's like, what was so crazy about that? Like, what made me feel insecure? I don't even remember, because I see myself as such a shining light now, after all the things that I've been saying to myself and have been preaching, literally looking at myself and saying over and over and over again. I had nothing to worry about ever. And I know that it's only getting better from here, because it always is. And I want y'all to know that y'all can definitely do these things. This is a very simple thing, obviously. Obviously. I mean, this is like the most simple way to explain it. I mean, it's mirror magic, like duh, you know? But I want y'all to actually try it, bro. Like, I know that y'all will. I know that y'all can. I know that you guys are going to. I feel like, especially because I made a video like this, anyone who wants to learn about it, y'all can just come back here and learn about it through these videos. But I just want y'all to remember that it's nothing crazy. Nothing about this is scary. Nothing about this is, whoa, no, like, get to it, bro. Get to working on your self-concept in such an empowering way. Whereas you're looking at yourself in this mirror and you're reminding yourself of the things that you have, you're actually manifesting them because you're telling yourself that you're doing it. Like, you are literally the whole universe as a whole. Of course you're getting it done. Of course it's manifesting. Of course it's here. It's because you're reminding yourself of these things, and what you remind yourself of, the reminders stay consistent in your mind. And the reminders are what's being manifested, because as it's staying consistent in your mind, that replicates. Okay? So just like y'all know, affirming and persisting, it does work. If you stay consistent within anything, if you're scripting consistently, if you're reminding yourself consistently, if you're looking at yourself in the mirror and again reminding yourself through mirror magic consistently, excuse me, of what you want, I believe me when I say it, it's literally already done. So just like that, guys, I want y'all to know and to remember that using and practicing mirror magic is definitely a really great way to help your self-concept to manifest what you want with conviction, genuinely, by just knowing, yeah, I got this. I just saw 15 minutes and 55 seconds, 555 changes. So if you're seeing this, this is probably a sign for you that you should take the change, make the change, and actually commit yourself to working on that mirror magic, because it's going to make you feel even better. I'm telling you right now, it's going to make you feel so much freaking better. You're going to be like, damn, like, it could make you emotional. That's another thing. Okay. So warning, you may feel emotional. You may feel triggered in some sense where you're like, holy shit, like, I never seen myself this way, but wow, I can really see myself clearly now. That's what you deserve. If you feel like you already have a high self-concept on saying things to yourself generally, like sitting here and just saying, yeah, I'm that bitch, I got everything that I want, I manifest everything very easily, it's all manifesting for me, etc. If you feel like you have enough confidence in that, take it to the next level. Go to a mirror, challenge yourself, look yourself in the eyes, and repeat these things back to yourself and see how you feel about it once you tell yourself in the mirror. And I'm going to tell y'all that confidence level is going to glow up. It's going to grow. Okay? As you're telling yourself these things in the mirror, you're going to get more confident. If you thought you were already confident by not even looking at yourself in the mirror yet, wait till you actually do it in the mirror and you're looking at yourself and you're like, damn, wait a second. It's real. Yeah. It's going to consistently grow in that favor. So that's obviously a really great thing. It's obviously really freeing to know that you can have that kind of self-concept simply by working on it, simply by reminding yourself. That's it. And it's all going to show itself up to you as you continue to see yourself as the divine creator of your reality, because you always have been, always will be, and always are, period. Now remind yourself of that by using and practicing your mirror magic, period. Okay, guys? It's that simple, genuinely. And that's something I love to do in bathroom mirrors when I go out. I love to look at myself and be like, yes, girl, you got this shit, period. Like, you're getting this stuff done, you're manifesting it, all the great stuff. I remind myself whenever I honestly, whenever I'm in the mood for it, but I always do it. You know what I'm saying? I always do it. It's always a constant thing. And I never even thought about it this way, where it's like, oh, it's mirror magic. I just thought of it as like, oh yeah, I'm talking to myself, but that's exactly what it is. It's you talking to yourself in the mirror and amping yourself up to understanding your true power and potential. You never see things any other way ever again, because you understand, wait, I really am that powerful. And you genuinely are, guys. You genuinely, really, really freaking are. But okay, I'm going to answer some questions now. Thank you guys so much for watching the basis of this video. I genuinely intend that everything that I said to you guys helps you out to the most of its ability in terms of you working on that mirror magic, because obviously this is, again, very simple. Everything that I teach on this channel is very simple. It's all very simplistic. And I just intend that y'all apply it. I know that y'all will, but just remember how easy this is, for real. It's super simple, and you're going to feel you're going to feel even better than you did initially. Just when you were talking to yourself, you're going to feel even better in the mirror. Okay, guys? So thank you guys for everything so much. Let's read these comments. Okay. Merry Christmas, guys. Happy Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Okay, I'm saturating my mirror with affirmations. Beautiful. That's exactly what I want to hear, what I want to see. The more that you saturate yourself in the mirror, guys, I'm telling y'all, this takes manifesting to a whole other level. I promise you guys, it really does. If you thought before, oh, I have to keep working on my self-concept, go to a mirror, work on your self-concept, and then keep on manifesting what you want, and see how easy it feels for you to do that, because it just is. Simply because you're letting it be that easy, because now you actually know it, because you're telling yourself these truths in the mirror, in your own eyes, face to face with the person, literally the person of your universe, you. Exactly. You are the magic in your mirror, and you are. You always have been, always will be, and it will always be just that very way because that's exactly how it's supposed to be. You've always been the magic because you are your own magic, but now you're seeing again the reflection of that magic in the mirror. Maybe you can't see yourself right now face to face, but in a mirror you can. And that right there is your biggest superpower. You are your own magic 110%. Aw, you've pulled me out of a lot of spirals. Thank you for your love. That's so sweet. That makes me really happy. Thank you for telling me that. Thank you so much, Angela. Genuinely, thank you. And I'm really happy that I have always been able to do that for you, that I've been able to help you stay on track and everything that you deserve to be, because that's what we all deserve to be experiencing, guys. Like, for real, you all deserve to be very happy and to remind yourself that it's never as bad as you think, thankfully, ever. Thank God. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can always make it back up. You can always manifest something different. You can always start over. And I'm thankful for your support. So thank you so much for that and for being here. It means everything to me that you're here. Thank you. Hey, Capricorn. Oh my God. And to Heartum. Hey, boo. Thank you. That's sweet. Capricorn princess. That's funny. Okay. Just like Angela Nicole Chapa said, you did pull me out of a lot of spirals too. Thank you for telling me that too. That means so much to me. Thank you for telling me that and for just being here. Like, thank everyone for being here, for everything, for all things that y'all do. Honestly, it means everything to me. So thank you guys. It always does. Can you do mirror work while listening to a subliminal? Absolutely. Absolutely. You can do anything while doing mirror magic. You could do it while you're doing your makeup. You could listen to affirmation tapes. You can listen to any video you want in the world, a subliminal, or if you just want to study while you're doing it, like listening to a study podcast or something while you're looking in the, you could do this anytime that you want. It just is up to you and the connection that you got in the mirror. That's it. It's nothing crazy. Literally whatever you want, keep it simple. Do what you want, it's going to work out. As long as you have that intention set and you're, remaining consistent with it and you're persisting, it's going to be totally fine, I promise. I do a lot of manifestation. I do a lot of scripts. That's honestly great. And honestly, I feel like a lot of people who do scripting and things like that, I feel like that's a very great way to manifest what you want. I know that I've scripted a lot of things that have manifested. I don't consistently script anymore. Like, I don't sit down and just write down what I want, but I always remember what I want. And in the past, when I would do this, it would always work. So remember that scripting, every method of manifestation works, even if you fear that it won't. It does. It all does, which is great to know. Let me see. I like digital mirrors. Yeah, you can use anything. You can use physical mirrors, digital mirrors. You can use your camera. You can use anything as long as you're looking at yourself. You can even use like a reflection of a car. I think though, like anything that makes your eyes clear to you is the best though, because if you can make eye contact with yourself, you're basically making eye contact with the source, which is what I think is a more important thing, just so that you feel truly connected to yourself. But either way, you don't need that. You can still feel very connected and truly connected to yourself, even if you're not looking at yourself dead in the eyes. I have done mirror magic in conjunction with glamour magic, and it's so powerful. Yes, I'm going to do other types of mirror magic now because of this video. Thank you. Of course, love. I'm glad to hear that. And yes, glamour magic is basically, it's like it's a subcategory. All these things are subcategories to manifestation. Like, it all leads back to the same thing. But glamour magic is another great thing to do. I feel like I can make a video about this next week, but it's basically going to be the same concept. The only difference is that with glamour magic, it's more focused on you treating yourself nice. So it's not about like you looking at yourself in a mirror. You definitely could do that because that plays into it. I feel like mirror magic plays into glamour magic, but glamour magic is like when you do your makeup or when you dress up real nice, whether you're a guy or a girl. If you're a guy dressing up however you do, doing your hair, if you're a woman doing your makeup or dressing up however you want, doing your hair, exactly the same thing. All these things that make you feel more confident about yourself as a person, that is what adds up to your self-concept as well with glamour magic, and it makes you naturally more beautiful. So again, if y'all want, I can make a video about that next week and we could talk about glamour magic specifically and other ways that you can practice that. But thank you for bringing that to my attention, and I'm glad as well that I was able to bring this to yours as well so that we can work on it, period. That's all I want to hear. All right. Power of the mirror is very real. It's why we always notice any animal that can recognize self in mirror. Yes. And even then, bro, you know how many times my cats would be staring at me through the mirror and I would feel it and I would look and see my cat staring at me through the mirror. The mirrors are very magical, they're very spiritual, and I feel like the more that you can connect yourself through a mirror, the better. Okay? So remember that, remember how important it is and how much power you can really get out of seeing yourself this way in a mirror. Like it's amazing. It always is. Merry Christmas, everyone. Oh, pretty Italian baby, Michelle. That's so cute. Thank you. That's so sweet. That's so sweet. Thank you. I'm currently using the list method to finally manifest my dream life. I'm going to try with the mirror technique. I definitely recommend doing that. I recommend tying all things that you can into like using mirror magic basically because that also I feel like this just stems down greatly to you working on your self-concept. Like I stated, it just makes you feel extremely powerful and very incredible in your reality because you definitely are. And I love hearing about the list method. Maybe I'll talk about like other methods in other videos, like the list method. I could write that down actually. Let me write that down so that I don't forget. But I can make like a whole video on that and we can talk about other stuff too within the law of assumption in terms of like if people feel like they want to you know, like do different kinds of things to manifest what they want. It doesn't really matter. But actually I think I did a video already on glamour magic, but I don't mind. I could just do another one. Okay, let's see. I'm late to this live. Do you have a video on how to do mirror work? I think I do. I'm very sure I do from years ago, like 4 years ago. You should look on my channel, but if not, they're on TikTok for sure. So yes, I do know for sure I have like videos on mirror work, but they're very old. But the same thing still applies. Like whatever I said in those videos, I still believe to this day. But yes, okay. And if you want my TikTok and all that stuff, it's Electrosoul 444, or yeah, Electrosoul 444, Electrosoul. That's it. Okay. Is the result of glamour magic just an illusion and we're not actually beautiful? No, it's not an illusion. That's funny to ask though. No, it's not an illusion. It's definitely not an illusion. Glamour magic is you believing in your beauty. And what happens when you believe in your beauty? It amplifies. It becomes stronger. Other people see it. You know who you are. Like you are resonating yourself more with the person that you believe yourself to be, your most beautiful self. So no, it's not that you're not actually beautiful. It's that you're seeing the beauty in you. You're becoming more beautiful because you're actually recognizing this. And then that also becomes like the permanent face of who you are in your reality. So it's not only just you that you find yourself beautiful. Other people find you beautiful too. The goal is not that other people find you beautiful though. I feel like you finding yourself beautiful first is the most important thing, but that will naturally follow anyway, which is a great additional thing. You know, it's like a thumbs up from everyone else in a very kind way, you know? Wow, I'm happy for you. Thank you. I don't remember what I said, but thank you. And I'm happy for you too. Thank you, boo. Yes, I've never heard of the list method. Okay, we'll talk about that for sure. And let me see. Okay, I think there's like one last comment. Let's see. Thank you. I didn't do repetitions for it. Is that what you're saying? Repetitions? For it, but I do self-concept daily. That's good. That's amazing. That's what you should be doing. That's what I always tell people to do because working on your self-concept every single day is what's going to embed that permanent safety net of confidence in yourself always. So it's not just, oh, I know that I'm that bitch, I guess, but sometimes I don't feel it. No, like you always feel like it because you're telling yourself that you are consistently. And the consistency, if it pays off because it becomes a part of your embedded mindset and belief system about yourself, which is what we are aiming towards always. Okay. Oh yeah, okay. You might be thinking of more fake glamour magic that is associated with illusionary magic. That's really interesting. I've actually never heard of fake glamour magic. I should look that up. Where's my phone? Here, I'll look it up right now to see what that's about. I intend that you all guys are having an amazing day today and that everything's working out and that we're all having beautiful days for real because that's what we deserve. And yeah, it's just what we deserve to always experience, you know? Okay. So it says that it's like illusional magic. Oh, it's like when because you know fairies alter their appearance. Basically that it's almost like you're believing yourself to be beautiful, but you're not actually, which I don't believe. I believe everyone is beautiful. I believe that if you realize that, it makes it better. But yeah, okay, that's really interesting. I never heard of that. That's really cool. Thank you for putting that on to me and everyone else here who didn't know. May 2026 be the biggest year yet for everyone. Absolutely. And the year after that, even better and better and better, period. Because we said so, and that's it. Thank you for that. Very good energy. Okay. A glamour can go away if the caster isn't super skilled. I feel like yeah, I know what you're saying. You're talking as well about the, what's it called? About yeah, some glamours can last forever. We aren't talking about fair reptilian magic here, but glamour magic, yeah. So glamour magic is definitely more permanent because it's again an embedded reflection of your beauty that you see in yourself, and that is something that everybody has. Okay, last two comments, guys. Can you give us practical examples of glamour magic and mirror magic? Yes, absolutely. I feel like, well, with glamour magic, I think I did already, but I'll say it again. With glamour magic, it's more of you working on your beauty in terms of yourself as a person, right? So you are dressing nicer, you're doing your makeup if you'd like to, or you're doing anything that makes you feel beautiful. That's more to say. You do everything with intention of glowing up because, oh, I'm putting on this lip gloss, like it's gonna enhance my appearance. I know I'm becoming more beautiful. So everything is with intention as you're applying things and taking care of yourself, whether that be showering, shaving, or anything else like washing your hair, washing your face, whatever it is with intention. And then with mirror magic, you're looking at yourself in the mirror and you're reminding yourself of your beauty, and you see yourself genuinely because you're looking at yourself in your eyes of all of the magic that you have, all the power, everything that you are, everything that you got, and it becomes a embedded fact within your reality that yes, like you are this powerful. It's basically working on your self concept and other manifesting other desires as well through looking at yourself in the mirror, because through this very powerful method, to me very powerful, you're looking at the source of everything. You're creating your own reality. So if you're telling yourself, then it's a fact initially. Okay, last thing. I just wanted to take a sec to say I would love to do my makeup like you. It looks stunning. Thank you. That's so sweet. Thank you so much. That means so much to me. And I would love to show you if I can somehow. Maybe one day, definitely. Thank you, though. That means a lot to me. Thank you. And then, okay, yes, absolutely. Do glamour magic going forward. It is a lot of fun, and we're gonna talk about it. I'll talk about it probably next week. The week after that, I'll do the card reading video. I'm gonna do a card reading for everyone. That's gonna be on Monday in 2 weeks. But next week I'll talk about glamour magic specifically. And if you want to manifest extra money with mirror magic, please do that. Just be like, I am the richest bitch. I am so freaking rich. I always get everything that I want financially speaking. Money's everywhere. Money flows in, it breaks through my windows. Like I am super abundant. Looking at yourself in the mirror, reminding yourself of these things, that you're that rich, and it will manifest because it is a consistency. Like you're being very persistent in this mindset, so it is definitely already done for you. Period. Okay, of course, love, of course. And then okay, so okay. Last question for real. I'm gonna actually cover this next week because I don't want to like spoil too much about it just before we talk about it, but it's not a big deal. Whatever. Is that so? Basically, when we glam up, do our makeup, dress cute, get dressed up, shave, put perfume, it's all glamour magic unknowingly. Yes, it can be. So I feel like with glamour magic, it has to be a bit more intentional. I think it's fine, honestly. Like if you just do these things and like it's magic no matter what, like it is still applying and manifesting. But I think more specifically, if you're someone who's like brand new to glamour magic, for example, you probably would have a little bit more of intention with everything that you do. So for example, for me, the way that I am is I'm someone who I have like a routine, and then I fall out of the routine when I get like a hang of it. So what that means for me is like, let's say I'm like, okay, I'm going to practice glamour magic now, right? So for the first few days, every single time I put on my cute ass jacket, I do my hair. I'm like, yes, every single thing that I do with my hair, it's only making me more beautiful. This jacket is only enhancing my appearance, and I look very beautiful naturally, no matter what. That would be the things that I would say to myself for the first few days. And then after a few days, I probably would fall out of that habit because at that point, it would have already become like an embedded thing within me. Like I would have already saturated my mind. So on the third day, maybe I'm not saying anymore. Every single time I do my hair, I look super, super good. Maybe I just know it now. Like I just say, oh yeah, absolutely. I already got this shit. I already know it. You know what I'm saying? Like you have that knowing behind everything. And that does basically correspond with the glamour magic, and it manifests in favor of that intention. Okay, so it's very simple, guys. You already know everything here is very simple. Manifestation is a very simple concept. It's not crazy, quote unquote, very super simple. And we all deserve to take advantage of everything that we have around us to help us further believe in ourselves and in our high self concepts and in our belief system, making the most for ourselves. Okay, always, guys. So apply yourselves, please, guys. Do your mirror magic, do your glamour magic. We'll talk about glamour magic next week. But please, guys, do what you got to do for yourselves, because you all deserve the freaking best. And I want to see nothing but greatness from each and every single one of y'all. Thank you guys so much for everything that y'all do for me, for that y'all say for me, that y'all are here for, period. Like, everyone that's here is meant to be here. Anyone who leaves is not meant for this until they come back. Everyone who leaves comes back, because there's always a new lesson to learn here. So with that being said, guys, thank you guys for everything. I will see y'all on Monday, actually, in just like 3 days. I'll see you guys on Monday for another video, on literally Monday. So we'll talk about spiritual topic on Monday. And I am super glad to hear, I'm just very excited to see where everything goes with us. Thank you guys for everything. May God bless you always. I love you guys more than anything. And also, yes, subliminals do work. I've seen some of the comments. Yes, they do. Okay, guys, I love you. I love you. Thank you guys for everything. Please take care, everyone. And yes, subliminals work. The more that you believe in them, the more that they work. God bless you. Please take care, everyone. Peace. Bye.